Man, how about them Detroit Pistons? Pistons just beat the OKC Thunder. Jaden Ivey and Jalen Duren. Wow. That was just a hell of a game. Do want to pull up the box score real quick because I don't have the stats off the top of my head, but Ivy and Duren were spectacular today against the number one seed in the Western Conference, the OKC Thunder. So let me just pull up the stats right quick. Wanted to see what the box score was. For some reason, this app is just like on its BS today. I don't know why. I apologize, but give me a sec. Here we go. Jalen Duren in 30 minutes, 22 points, 21 rebounds, 6 assists. Man, wow. What a game for Jalen Duren. A 2020 game against OKC and 6 dimes. Beautiful. Jaden Ivey in 35 minutes, who led the team in minutes, by the way, which I don't think he's done that this season. Jaden Ivey had 19 points, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists. Obviously, the shooting percentages weren't the greatest 7 out of the 20, but hey, we got the dub. Marcus Sasser got 18 minutes tonight. He had 12 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists. Hit some really crucial shots down the stretch to close the game. Monte Morris, too, in 13 minutes. He had 9 points, 2 assists. Killian Hayes didn't play that much today. I think he only played, 13 minutes. So it's good to see, Monte Morris come back contributing. He was a key vet that I think a lot of us were expecting him to help out this team. He comes in, gets you 9 points in 13 minutes. Jaden Ivey had the ball in his hands, looked great. Jalen Duren was just a monster out there, and just that game as a whole is what I think this team could be going forward. It just playing a full 48, and that's what they did. It was just really good to see. It was, and I'm happy that I get to do a podcast on a Pistons win. Obviously, we don't have a lot, but I do want to read some comments that you guys are leaving as I'm talking live. Got Eastside Johnny. What up, though? What up, Johnny? Hope you're doing well, man. Hope you're doing well on this Sunday. Pistons set the tone for today with that win. Now, let's go Lions, man. Let's hope. Let's hope. Let's try to get to that Super Bowl today against the Niners. I would love to see it. We'll take this win every day. 100%, Muhammad. 100%. I'm happy with the dub, man. They played really good basketball. It seems like every game Cade is forced to sit out, the Detroit Pistons have a great competitive game. I believe they averaged more wins this season with him in the lineup versus him without being on the floor. I think my biggest thing, because this comment is coming from the alkaline healer, when Cade plays, the pace is a lot slower, and that's to be expected. Cade isn't the type of player Jaden Ivey is in terms of just like Ivey's a blur out there in transition, and Ivey likes to play fast, where Cade is more. I'm not going to say Cade's a slow player because he's not. He's more methodical in terms of how he gets up the court. But when Cade isn't in the lineup, you see the team run more in transition. You see the Pistons play faster, and I think that's what you've seen so far. Versus when Cade is in the starting lineup versus when Cade is on the bench due to injury. I think the team just plays more fast. That's just kind of my takeaway with it. It always has been, because we were talking about this last week about having Ivey just have the ball in his hands and have Cade play possibly small forward. Because it seems like when Ivey does have the ball in his hands, the offense runs a little bit smoothly, or more smoothly, I should say. Come from Freddie, watching on Facebook. Great stuff, Pistons. Walking around with some serious head wobble now. Yeah, man. Like it's great to see, man. It's so weird. They lose to the Washington Wizards, who, like the Pistons, are one of the worst teams in basketball, right? And then they go on a back-to-back at home, and they beat SGA and the OKC Thunder. Like, make it make sense, man. I'm happy with the win, though. I really am. King Ferris, every time Cade is out, we look much better. I'm just saying, yeah, they look better in terms of pushing the ball up the floor. Transition game is a lot faster. The team runs more. It's just the type of player Cade is. He's more methodical in terms of bringing the ball up the floor. And the pace does slow down a lot compared to when Ivy is running the show. It's time to move Cade to the 3, not a point guard. Yeah, I did tweet this out maybe an hour ago. So I believe move Cade to small forward, put him in that Jason Tatum role, just scoring the basketball and let Ivy run the show. I think those two can still coexist, but have Ivy run the point. That would be my plan going forward. But hey, I'm not Monty Williams. I don't know what Monty's going to do when Cade is back in the lineup. I really don't know, but it was good to see, the Pistons win today. It's easier to go on runs when they're not turning the ball over. It's passing the eye test about them playing better without Cade right now. Yeah, turnovers were a big thing. They've always been a big thing with this team, right? And they didn't really turn the ball over too much today. They seemed a little bit more under control. Obviously, the Thunder were, I don't want to say they were in a shooting slump by any means, Eddie, but they weren't hitting three-pointers that probably they normally would hit. But hey, you can't always, come with your A game. But hey, I'll take a dub. I really will.